So, as you all have known, we have rebranded from Our Elevated Journey to K Inside. And we are so excited to start this series that we have been sleeping on for
a long time.
It's been a long time.
Long
like over a year long time, I think, right?
Probably so,
yeah. So, welcome to Wine and Whiskey Wednesdays.
Gotta have a whiskey.
Yes. What brand is that?
Cooper's Craft.
Cooper's Craft.
Cooper's Craft Reserve.
And they
Good
just
stuff.
They just rebranded too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a whole new bottle,
Love
one
it.
liquor. Got my whiskey stone in here. I've never had one of these, but I'm gonna try it out.
See what it does.
See what it does.
And I am drinking Muddy Boot Wine, their Chardonnay. Cheers.
It's really yellow.
It is yellow.
It looks like.
You should toast it.
Never mind.
Oh! Do you want me to do the toast?
Go ahead.
So this is to the start of a fun series, which we haven't said. So it's going to be on our YouTube channel, of course, our blog as well, kinside.com, every first and third Wednesday. First and third Wednesday of the month. And we're going to stay consistent, so.
You got to now.
No, we're not going to put it out there, yeah. So make sure you guys subscribe to our website, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. All right, here's to
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Cheers, babe. Woo!
There it is.
The wine is good.
Woo! Oh,
I really love
I
it.
forgot that thing's strong.
Yeah, it's strong. That's what I was like, that's a lot.
Woo! So with it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so what is the purpose of Wine and Whiskey Wednesday? What are we doing? Tell the people.
We are gonna go back and forth discussing different topics while drinking our drink of choice. She prefers wine, I prefer whiskey. And we're basically just gonna hit on different topics, that come about in relationships. Mainly, they don't even have to be relationships, just, around the world, period.
Okay, I think that's a great breakdown. That was like a period? Okay. Period. I didn't know we were just and done talking. Okay. Yeah.
It was actually alley-oop.
Oh, that was, you were setting me up.
She didn't catch it.
Didn't catch it. All right. Well, yeah, so that's what we're doing. Different topics. Some are going to be more serious. Some are going to be lighthearted and fun. I think just a good balance all around because, we don't want to be too serious.
Y'all might see her cry on one of these episodes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Don't be alarmed. She'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I know.
You better be.
Yeah, okay. So what today's topic?
Dating. Oh my goodness.
Mainly.
Glad I ain't gotta go through that no more.
Right. I mean, honestly, honestly, truly, and really, when I hear some of these dating like horror stories, it's basically what I would call them, like from some of my friends and associates, I'd be like, oh Lord, thank you for this man. Thank you.
The first thing I think of when I hear a story like that is how.
Right.
How?
It's so crazy now, and I think dating is so different. So a little bit about us. We started dating in 2016.
Known each other since 2010.
Yeah, so super long story, very condensed. I was celebrating my birthday, had people over at Thirsty Turtle. Oh, the Turtle in Antioch.
That's her spot.
That was my spot. Not
It still is. Don't play.
It was. So that was my spot. And he was one of the people that came. Didn't think he was coming. And
I'm trying to think if I was actually really invited. I can't remember if it was like it's like
yeah,
or if it was like, hey, you should come through. I'm doing this, blah blah blah.
Right.
I don't know if it was that. But me and my brother, we were at Limelight, so we was like, man, she had so many turtles, man. Let's go over there and crash it, basically.
But I was excited when he walked in. I remember I was like, oh, okay.
Did you already there with somebody too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there. I think
Was it Webb or Jason?
probably Webb.
Okay.
I don't think Jason's there yet. So yeah, I had a couple people there, maybe one person I can't remember. And then the table filled up. This is about maybe 10 people, 10 to 12 people. And everybody's drinking, we're eating, having a good time, just the conversation is great, laughing, talking. And it's getting later and later. And then people are starting to leave. Like one by one, people are starting to leave. Next thing you know, it was just like one of my good guy friends, Jason, and Sai. It was just them two and me. So we're still, trucking it out, laughing and talking. And Jason's like, yeah, I gotta go, it's late. I gotta bounce. So he leaves and we are talking until the lights came on. So like, again, this is a restaurant, not a club, but they have like dim lighting in there. And when the lights came on, I was like, oh, there's lights. Because I'd never known that there was lights at this establishment. And you would think that was a sign for us to leave, but we stayed a little bit longer, stayed there talking, and then we went out to the car and talked some more. And I was like...
Some more was like probably 2.
Probably, yeah.
Probably 2 more
2 more hours. And I was like, huh. I think I like this guy.
Mind you, I lived about close to 25 minutes away from
Yeah.
this place, and she lived across the street.
And don't y'all know he had the nerve to be like, oh, I gotta drive so far back home. I said, well,
I tried.
I said, God bless you. I pray you make it home safely,
I
sir.
tried.
Right?
She literally stayed across
I said
the
across
street.
the like, what do you think this is? No, you're not coming over. Like,
Tried.
no, you're not coming over. But I really feel like, though, just from the type of man you are, like, if you came over, you would have been like, I'll sleep on the couch. Like, I don't think you would have been on some, like... Oh, okay.
Eventually,
yeah.
I would have slept on the couch, but of course I'd been like, yeah, let's go to the bed.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened. Hence why you didn't get invited back to my house.
That night.
I cannot. Anyway, that's a little bit about it's like our beginning, and honestly, from then on, we were just together.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times. I mean, he knew we both were dating other people, and there were times I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm busy now. You know, I'm going on a date with so and so," and he'd be like, "You're not. I'm actually right. You thought." He was like, "No, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you here. You know, I'm gonna take you there." And here we are today in 2019, 3 years later.
Feels like yesterday.
Feels like yesterday. So this dating, what constitutes a date?
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah, it's on you. Let's run a Zaxby's. I mean, is this a date? Ladies, is that a date? No.
What? But you can miss out on the best thing just because you like, oh no, that ain't a date.
Okay, so I guess the question is, if you're not fully together, is that a date? Versus
you're still in
if we're-
getting to know somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Well, I'm not gonna say no. I said personally, I wouldn't do that. If I'm, trying to make you my girlfriend, or do they even are girlfriend and boyfriend still used today?
Yeah, because it wasn't. We definitely didn't have a.
Or is it just like a mutual
girlfriend.
thing that you just like
No,
they're all together?
It's what it was, and I think we had a small conversation like exclusive, right? Yeah, cool. All right, bet. Let's keep this going.
Yeah. But yeah, I think during that phase, no, I don't think. I guess it's considered the wine and dine phase. No splitting the bill. No, oh, you do this, I do that. I guess it's basically you have to prove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna say worthy, but I guess I don't know. Show that you know how to court and show that you are a gentleman. Show that you can. Wow.
Get a little pizzazz.
There you go. Let her know that I guess you got it.
Okay. I definitely agree with that. I think from what I've heard, that some of that art has been lost now. Mm-hmm. And it's more of like a quick test like WID. And it's like, well, sir, I'm the type that would be like, I was okay with text messages. Like, if you text me, because I was very busy. I feel like there were plenty of times though that we stayed on the phone way too long, like we were in high school. Clearly grown. But at the same time, I feel like I was so on the go, you were busy as well, and be, some texts that were exchanged that would say, okay, well, what are you doing tomorrow, tonight, later today? But then I feel like we also did have a lot of phone conversations, a lot of FaceTime calls.
I feel like then I didn't mind being on the phone.
Right.
Because I don't like talking on the phone.
Well,
I hate talking on the phone. I hate being around people that talk on the phone. I've had that even with my mother, man. When we ride in the car and she having these conversations, I can't. I'm just trapped there. I hate it.
You do.
I hate it. It's nothing personal against anybody, her, anybody. It's just how I am. Mm-hmm. But then I was big on talking on the phone. I talk on the phone all night. But now you can pay me to talk on the phone. Number one, I can't even stay up that late.
Right. No, that's
first and foremost.
Right. Maybe 8:50. Maybe.
But back to the type of men and whatnot. I was watching the video. This is a little off subject, not really, but it's kind of on subject.
Okay.
So I was watching this video. I think I was telling you about it. It was a girl. She had a flat, and she had a guy with her. She had a guy with her, and he got on Facebook Live or whatever platform it was, and basically recorded that they were stranded and she was down there changing the tire. Mm-hmm. She didn't know how to. He claimed he didn't know how to. So he's on Facebook Live telling me well, I don't know why she just don't call AAA. Like, we stuck. She's basically on the ground, she don't know what the hell she's doing. And he's basically putting her on blast and shit and talking about he don't know how to do it either. So she's asking, why don't you at least try to help? But I don't know. I don't know how to help. I can't help. I don't know what I'm doing. So I was just, the whole time, I was like, damn, well, that shit fucked up. It's one thing you don't know how to do it. Then you don't get on Facebook Live and then record this whole thing.
Right.
And it's like, wow, that's just crazy. I guess this is the type of guys that are out here nowadays. But at the end of it, I don't know if it was true or not. He came out and said he was just playing this whole time. So it was, I guess.
After she had been down trying to.
I guess it was a prank or a joke and whatnot. I did laugh at the end of it because I was like.
I wouldn't be laughing if I was her.
She literally like, chasing her ass around.
What? Oh my God. No.
He running around and whatnot. I mean, from the outside looking in, I thought it was funny in the end, but
no.
I mean, of course, if you're in that situation, no, it's not. Especially you gonna get on Facebook Live and
right.
It's all out there for everybody to see.
No, it's not okay.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta show them that you're invested, you're willing to chase them a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. You see how I'm chasing this with just this stone? No juice or nothing like that.
No real
That's the
chasing.
only amount of chasing you need to do. Don't pour no juice or nothing into it like that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little, just to show interest,
I guess, but the problem with that is, okay, so if you are doing just a little bit above the bare minimum, trying to secure her as your woman, your main.
I'm not saying do the bare minimum.
I said a little bit above, because I'm like,
no, I'm not even gonna say a little bit above.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say, I mean, you really, like I said, I just keep going back to me personally. I like to splurge.
You do.
I like to waste a lot. I ain't gonna say waste, but I like to spend a lot of money. I like nice things.
You do.
And I mean, shit, why just do it big? I mean, we'll do what you can afford. But at the same time, just I guess put some thought into it. Make sure it's something that attracts her. That's something that she likes. At the end of the day, if she doesn't like seafood, don't take her to a seafood spot.
Use common sense. But I think it's also different now too, because I've seen the articles, I'm sure you have, and I definitely know some of the people watching have, where it says that some women now are going on dates just so they can get a meal, just so they can get an experience. So
ooh, I saw an article just about that.
And so it's kind of like, okay, the flip side of that is she doing, is she really invested? Does she want to be investing in you? Does she want to get to know you?
At the end of the day, you'll never know.
You don't.
It's a risk. But I saw in the comments, like in an article like that, the response to that was, well, shoot, men wine down women just to get some so.
Oh my God! Yes, this is true, and that's true. So
yeah, they said they do all that just to get something.
Just to
at the end
get
of the day,
some.
so it's like
might as well get a meal.
I don't say, at the end of the day, it's a risk. At the end of the day, it's a risk. You have to be strong enough to, it might not work out. And you have to be okay with that. But that's why I say don't do too much to where you can't, what's the saying? Don't loan somebody some money where you can't afford to lose it or something like that.
Yeah, like they don't give it back to you.
Yeah, like you have to be willing to sacrifice that loss.
Money and time, I think that's true. Because both are invaluable. I mean, especially time. You can't get that back.
You definitely can't get that time. And so like me, back during that phase, I liked going on dates with different people. I liked options and stuff like that. But at the same time though.
Yeah. So what about, I mean, obviously, so we're not married. We're still dating. No rings.
No rings.
And I will say, I feel like we used to go on a lot of dates leading up to 2017, 2018. It kind of cut back some. Part of that, I think, is because we both got a little bit more busy. But I think it is still important to plan dates in relationships. And I definitely agree with that. Even, when we do get married, like down the line, it's like, yep. You still have to date your spouse.
She's throwing some shade at me right now. If y'all didn't catch her.
Let's dim the lights and cast the shadow.
I'll take the L right there.
And you should, because I think for me, even though I'm busy and but I still like to be wine and dine, and he knows I love any excuse to dress up and go somewhere. So whether it's I'm covering an event or I'm just attending an event, it can even just be a restaurant opening. I love getting out of the house, getting cute, getting jazzy, and
by the time she's getting out of the house, I'm getting in the house. So I think that's where the conflict comes in a little bit too.
Yeah.
I work out in the heat all day, so by the time she steps outside, I'm inside and I'm trying to stay inside. But nonetheless, there still should be time, be planned for such things.
So, what would be your perfect date during the summer months? Because it's hot.
Like a perfect date for us?
Yeah, like what would be your perfect date?
Let me put on the spot.
On the spot.
A perfect date.
I can go ahead and tell you mine. My perfect date during the summer months or winter or?
Yeah, right now.
So right now, my perfect date, and this is the thing, side note.
Noted.
Where's your pen and paper? Oh, it's on video, so you're fine. So let's backtrack real quick. So I think a lot of people that know me, well, not even know me, a lot of people that knew me or think they know me think I'm a little stuck up.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've known it since 2010, just from the outside looking in, because we worked at the same company.
Didn't have a lot of full conversations.
No.
I think. Yeah.
I definitely thought she was that, and I was completely wrong.
I would say definitely wrong. A lot of people, for some reason, think I'm stuck up, think I only like designer this, designer that, high end this, high end that. But it's very far.
Bourgeois.
Bougie.
I'm actually the bourgeois person.
Right. But I'm not at all. So I think for me, my perfect date would be a spontaneous, hey, what are you doing? Put on a maxi dress, get comfortable. I'm taking you to Arrington Vineyards, which is right outside of our city. So it's right outside of Nashville, and it's a winery. It's a vineyard that you can have a picnic on, drink their blackberry wine, which is so good.
That's what you put mom on too?
Yes, it's so good.
They have their own wine?
Yes,
so all
it's
this
a vineyard.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't drink wine.
Clearly. But yeah, like that would literally be my perfect day. Going there and taking a picnic basket, and we don't even have to have full sandwiches. We can get a little.
So they have like picnic areas, like you guys.
It's just it's like a grassy knoll. You just go, you buy a couple bottles, take a picnic basket, take a blanket, and just enjoy and watch the sunset. I think for me that it's so simple, or a picnic anywhere. I think I don't love the outdoors, but I really do like the outdoors, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm not huge on camping and bugs and all that, but
you're not huge on what?
Camping. You know I don't love camping.
I'm sorry, where did you just go to?
Bonnaroo doesn't
And
count.
you already talking about going somewhere else to go camping?
There were VIP bathrooms at Bonnaroo, which I did use.
It was in a tent, that's all that matters. That classifies as camping to me.
Yeah, okay. So, any thought into yours? Like, what is your perfect date? Does it include a restaurant, a sports outing?
My perfect date. Oh, you're not gonna like this.
Okay, I'm over it. But we'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah, you ain't gonna like this.
Mm-hmm.
My perfect date could literally be anywhere dressed up. Anywhere dressed up.
Okay.
But I think the two most important things to me would be no cell phone and your undivided attention. So you could take those two things, take them anywhere, and I'll be fine.
I feel like you're trying to play me right now.
I mean, you play me, I play you.
Oh, okay. Because.
But that's honestly true. Like I said, when it boils down to me, like I said, the love language that comes to me is my quality time.
Yeah.
And at the same time, on top of that, I'm really, like, even when we have our little moments that we're together, but it's not like we're like together. But I pick up on little things. I notice little things, like we could be watching just a 30-minute TV show, a movie or something. You know, man, when you've already seen the movie, you've already seen the TV show, you know the little parts that the person needs to watch to pick up on, and they not watching it. They sitting down there on your phone. They think they just talking about something. Oh, there's not nothing important. Right. You done missed the whole point of the TV show because you over here. Oh, you just going through somebody's Insta story. Oh, I had to go through this Insta story right at this right moment. You know, I gotta get my likes up. Likes, okay, that's understandable because I get the algorithm. You do have to like within a certain amount of times. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I can understand that. I shouldn't look over there and see you scrolling through somebody's Insta stories. I shouldn't see you over here doing this and that.
Checking my email?
Like, no. Like, why do you have to do that between this little window? Why do you have to do that between this particular window? So that's why I say the cell phone and the undivided attention. I feel like you take that across the border, I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all see, she can't do it.
I will definitely work on that. But I will say this though, I feel like when we are on a date, I don't do that. Now, watching a movie,
I feel like you could though. I feel like it's not 100% chance that you won't.
Not a date.
I don't feel comfortable saying that.
Maybe take it over.
I don't feel comfortable saying that. That I'm not worried that you won't pick up that phone and be like.
I do check it. But I try to, well, first of all, I feel like I mostly post in the morning. But for the rare times I do post at night, I try to tell you like, oh, I just posted. I'm going to have to, get on these comments and do whatever.
So, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many people you dated in your life?
How many people I dated?
Yeah.
Like
that many?
No.
Wow.
No, I'm asking, like, went on a date with?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, ballpark.
Ballpark? Probably like, as an adult, like, it's like, I don't count. Like when you're younger, like, oh, mom, dad, drop me off here so I can go. Like,
no.
As an adult.
If you old enough to the point where you old enough, you go on a date and you find out that he can't cover whatever it is the date is,
whoa.
so you have to take care of it.
Oh, first of all, that's never happened.
But I'm saying that old enough.
Oh, okay. Say about like eight men. I went on a lot of like one dates that I was like,
one and done.
Yeah, where I was like, yeah, this is gonna be
I don't
enough.
think I've ever had a one and done.
Oh, I have.
I'm sure. I think women have definitely more than men.
I definitely have. And then there was a couple too where.
You know why? I think women have more than men? Because we have a different end game.
This is true. So y'all just, I'm gonna shoot my shot.
We have
miss. Score!
We have different end game.
Yeah, and there was a couple where like I dated, like we went on like one date or two dates, and we were like, yeah, let's just be friends.
Y'all both said that, or like this was like?
No, it wasn't a verbal. Like we just were like, yep, it wasn't
Y'all
there.
just stopped.
No chemistry. Let's just be friends.
I'm saying that's what y'all said in your mind. Y'all like communicated.
No. It was just like in our minds.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so y'all just dead, just ghost.
Just,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just like if I see you in the streets, hey. That's it.
So it ain't none of them. Oh, we used to like go out on a date with them, like, or it's just a.
No, just from afar.
Oh.
I see you. Because I feel like most of the time, like not recent at all. So like last couple of years probably. I would see them out with another woman. So I'm not about to be like, hey! I mean, because it wasn't that. You know what I mean? Like, I would just be like, from afar. See you, see me, what's up? What about you?
What's that?
Answer your own question.
What question was that?
How many people you done been on a date with, sir?
About 20.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right.
That's just off the top of the dome. I probably say.
Because I feel like dating doesn't mean you suck with the people, it doesn't mean you did this, doesn't mean you did that. It's literally just seeing if y'all are compatible. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
That's 19 times I've invested and lost.
But you won now. I'm surprised. Ooh. Now, you know how you just mentioned the whole, if you saw somebody you dated in the past, do you speak or whatever. I mean, this is definitely how I feel. I believe that if you invested fully, whatever it might be.
If it got to that point.
That you need to, if y'all are in the same room, let me word it like that. So like, say we go to a party and, there's a chick over there and he and this chick have like, a deep history. As his new woman, okay, I feel that it is only right for me to ask that anytime that situation happens, if you see that person, just let me know. Just a heads up. I don't need to know any full details. Really don't care to know anything. But I just think it's just respectful to let your significant other, your partner know, hey, you see that person all the way over there in the corner? FYI, there's some history there.
That way, like, you ain't even blindsided with it because you don't know what that person will be on.
Right, and that's
they don't even know what you want.
Right.
Like they might think you dating. Y'all just first date or whatever. So they come over here trying to be slick. Mm-hmm. But if you let your partner know that you give them the heads up, they ain't even got to worry about that.
Right, and so that everyone's on one accord. Well,
if
y'all
everyone right here is on one accord.
That's everyone that I'm
right.
That's all that matters. So
right, exactly.
Y'all are on one accord. There's no shadiness, or anything, because y'all know sometimes.
I was actually put in that situation, and she gave me a heads up.
I did.
And I'm glad she did, because outside of that, when me and that person got to be alone with some other people, stuff started to come out. I was like, oh.
Nothing came out.
I told you what was said.
It was literally nothing. What was said was like, oh man, I ain't seen her in a minute. Like,
no, bruh. This was in front of his girl.
Oh my God!
This was right.
Yes.
Man, we was back there. Me and KT, we was about 6 deep in this car.
That's his best friend.
We was 6 deep in the car. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, Buddy was like, man, dude, it was so good to see such and such. Man, she looked good. All the while, his girl sitting right next to him. So me and Kay, we back here like, bro, what's Buddy talking about? Buddy over here geek. But I'm saying, if she didn't give me that heads up, like I would have been like, hold up, what the hell is Buddy really talking about right now?
And then he might even try to check him real quick, but because he knows that there's nothing there.
Yeah, but that's the main reason why, you know, you just got to give your partner a heads up if you're ever in a scenario like that. So, dating. We don't have to go through that no more.
Thank goodness.
Now,
well, not with new people. We still
right.
have to date.
Yeah.
We still have to date.
Are they date? Like, what's the definition of a date? Yeah. Tell me, ask Siri. Ask Siri what the definition of a date is, because I'm curious.
Siri, what is a date? A lot of stuff.
I mean, just give me a Webster's or somebody's definition of a date.
For me, a date is like a predetermined
but
outing.
Yeah, but I guess dating. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, date.
See, I think that's where it, you know, caused confusion. Dating. Dating and going on a date, I feel like, are two different things.
Yeah, that's not, well, okay. So you were saying that you don't date anymore because you're saying absolutely.
Right.
I'm
so
saying
date,
we still
like,
go on dates.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
because that can't stop. Because listen.
That's different.
Okay.
But I feel like just the process of the dating and date, all that, no. I feel like no, we don't do that no more.
Right.
But we still need to go on a
date.
date.
Multiple
dates.
Several dates. It's not one and done here.
Yeah.
An appointment to meet at a specific time. So a date. And I think
it's not as I guess yeah, cause like time and date. I guess I didn't even think about that. A date, it doesn't have no actual, you know.
No, it's a little broad definition.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Oh, well, we good then.
No, we ain't good.
Oh, so when we going on the next date?
That's how we're gonna end this out.
When we going on the next date?
When's our next
Y'all want to
date?
go with us on the next date? Should they go on?
No, it needs to be just us.
Just us?
No work, like you said.
No, I mean like a pre-date. Like, I mean leading up. I mean like, okay, they see this video, they like, okay, y'all want to go with us? Y'all want to see that we go on this date? Then we show them like that we going on this date.
I think that'd be fun.
So we'll vlog this date and show y'all that we're going on this date, and then we'll show y'all how we ended.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay, I'm definitely for that.
Okay.
I'll have no phone, no work. I'll undivided attention.
Okay. So the challenge is on.
The challenge is on.
Hey.
Got you.
Alright, now we hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Wine and Whiskey Wednesday. Stay tuned for the next one. They'll be coming the first and third Wednesday of every month.
Yes,
stay tuned, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Cheers.